Hello, Earth Signs. Welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a Gemini full moon, cold moon clearing read. Gemini moon is the perfect time to let go of things, resolve things, tie up unfinished business, and resolve that before we move into the new year. So we're going to be starting off with Taurus. Okay, so you've got the Seven of Wands wanting to come out. So it looks like you're protecting yourself or something. I mean, that's the defensiveness is the general definition of this card. But if you look clearly at this card, you are kind of working something out spiritually. You're working something out, protecting yourself until you've worked it out. Okay, meditation, things like that. So let's see where you are right now, Taurus. Taurus, happy family, happy and contented, building futures. So let's see what you need to let go of. Okay, I think that there's an ending coming, Taurus, there was an ending here to this idea of Ten of Pentacles. There was an ending, a death and a rebirth of something. It came out differently in the transformation. And that's what see that bubble around her there? That's what you're working on right now, making peace with. Okay, so let's see what you need to resolve. Whoa. Okay, I'm just going to take these two right here, these three. They fell out face up there. So, you were coming out of a period of a valley. Okay, you were here, things were great, things changed, died, rebirthed themselves. You were in the valley here, okay? Now you're back up on top, all right? And you're closing out this cycle here of not getting what you wanted and things not turning out the way that you wanted them to, perhaps. A little bit of melancholy feeling, a little bit of sadness about some loss of some kind. But seeing change as an opportunity again. Okay, you see that hand down there with the bowl, okay, the opportunity. So you're undergoing a transformation, okay, coming back to happiness, resolving to close out cycles and seek the opportunity, a new beginning as an opportunity, okay? Working your way through your feelings, right? Working your way through it. So let's see where you're headed. Whoa. Okay, let me get these cards going. All right, Taurus, you are headed toward coming back to the ground, coming back to yourself. After this heartbreak and this sadness and loss, you are coming back to yourself. That's where you're headed. Yes, being in your head, thinking about things, but also forward movement. You're coming back into taking control and moving forward, coming back to yourself, okay? Out of confusion, back, Taurus, to groundedness, contentedness, and happiness. So that's a beautiful thing. Bottom of the deck, we have waiting for the right time, waiting for something to grow, patience, introspection. That's where you need to head. So letting go, you've been through the valley. You're coming back up on top, back to your happiness, because you've been working your way through the pain. and coming back to yourself, coming back to groundedness and contentedness. So let's get an advice card. Night ride. Okay. You see these two owls here on the back of this elephant. 10, closing out a cycle. Perhaps this is the cycle that you were closing out about a lover or protection of oneself, protection. But it looks like you're closing out a cycle and moving into a new cycle. I think sometimes what I get the feeling from here is sometimes when we're going through our own crap, right? And somebody else we know or close to is going through their own crap. And you sort of start helping someone else go through their own crap. That helps you go through yours. So giving to get, right? Not in a malicious way, but giving helps you heal. Giving sets you free from your burdens. Giving, okay? Giving to someone else. That's kind of what it reminds me of. But let's see what the book has to say about it. Night ride, protector, wonder in the night, big brother, friendship. So you are needed. You are needed to give to another. So let's get one more advice card on it, one more oracle, and we'll move to Virgo. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Coming back to yourself. Coming back to yourself. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. So, positive manifestation. When we help others, we help ourselves. So, Taurus, that's a beautiful thing. Now, let's move on to Virgo. When you're going through the valley, you're helping someone else go through that valley. That's kind of what it says to me. So, Virgo. Trying to stave off a change, Virgo. Temperance, bottom of the deck, balance. Balance in all things. So let's see where you are right now. Walking away from something, Virgo. That's where you are right now. Walking away from something to find your missing cup is what the normal definition is, but you see how she's walking toward the sun, walking toward her hope, walking toward her illumination? That is where you are right now. So let's see what you need to let go of. Forward movement, letting go and moving forward. Virgo, there might be some issues with finances that you're going to have to let go of. And nurturing yourself. I think this is talking about balance between groundedness and spirituality. Groundedness and being nurturing. You're kind of, you kind of need to find a balance between that. So letting go of something, moving towards something else. Let's see what you need to resolve. This could also be letting go of one thing and moving toward another relationship with the King and Queen of Pentacles. Letting go of differences, balance between, you and your partner could be opposites, or you and your love interest could be complete and total opposites. We have the businessman and the hippie here. You know what I mean? The spiritualist, the mystic. Resolving to walk toward what makes you happy, but finding a balance in relationship if you're opposites for some of you. All right, you need to communicate. You need to let go of some of the staunch ways, okay, the very finite, methodical ways. Let yourself go a little bit. Let yourself be free. Let yourself be free in communication, because you are running toward balance. Letting go, Virgo, of perhaps for some of you it's a Capricorn. However, letting go of toxic communications and being so stuck in your own ways, right? Like letting go of the need to control situations because of the method in which it's done. Finding a balance. Sometimes people do things in very different ways. They usually come to the same conclusion. They just go about it differently, right? So letting go of having to have things your own way, right? And going with the flow and finding a balance and releasing some of that control. So let's see where you're headed. You are moving towards solid, committed relationship for some of you. Some of you are headed toward more solid foundations. You're moving away from that need to control, releasing that need to have the method be the madness, right? And you are letting go and moving on toward balance. And in letting go of some of that methodical way of doing things, you are finding your balance. So let's get an advice card for you. Queen of Swords, okay? Don't be so stubborn. Communicate in a wise way, but remember, let go of the method. It doesn't always have to be the method that's the most important thing, because it's the journey. It's where you're going toward, not how you get there, right? I mean, in this particular read, doesn't matter the method. It doesn't matter if you take I-98 or I-35. You're going to get there, okay? So let's get an advice card, couple advice cards for you. A long way home. Okay, return of abundance. You let go so you can live, so you can have fun, so you can find a balance, okay? It's not about the method. A long way home. Return of abundance. You're returning back to balance, back to abundance. But let's see what the book definition is for that. Journey. Remembrances, experiences, passage, making memories, not is it done just the right way. Make the memory. Enjoy the journey. Find the balance. So let me get one more oracle for you. I trust my inner wisdom. Wisdom. As I go about my daily affairs, not the method. Not the method. Okay? My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. So Virgo, that's what I have for you. I'm going to move on to Capricorn. Two of Swords, making a decision. That's where you are, Capricorn. Past or present. So let's see where you are right now. Well, Capricorn, moving forward. Forward movement. You're trying to move forward with something, leaving the past behind. So let's see what you need to let go of. Okay, you're moving forward, maybe perhaps into new territory, or perhaps you're letting go of a relationship. But you might have to wander into some territory where it's kind of not as grounded. Okay, moving forward may be letting go of the comforts that you've known, okay, and taking risks. So let's see what you need to resolve. Okay, you need to resolve an idea, perhaps a illusion about the past, an illusion about a relationship, an illusion about the future. Maybe you're under the impression that this change is going to bring too much for you. So you need to let go of the comfort of staying stagnant where you are, okay? And understanding that that comfort and those feelings of warmth may be an illusion. And it's time for you to move forward with something. And you're having a hard time making that decision. So let's see where you're headed. Okay, it is going to be a bumpy ride, yes. And you may not make all the best choices right away. However, you are going to be back on top, taking control. Okay, back on top, taking control by taking this risk, taking this leap, becoming illuminated, leaving your comfort zone, and understanding that sometimes things aren't fair. They're not. You're going to go through bumpy times with doing something new that you're doing. But you're going to be right back on top where you were, just in a different path. So that's your lesson there, Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, work it out. Okay, let me get an advice card for you. May have to be asked in the future to leave your comfort zone, try something new. It may be hard at first. But in the end, you're going to be rewarded for taking that leap and leaving that comfort zone. You're going to be comfortable once again. So letting go of the status quo, letting go perhaps of stagnation. Red Garden 8, abundance returns, get grounded. Okay, so let's see what the book has to say about that. Red Garden, grounded, taking the time to stop and smell the roses, maybe. Gratitude, pleasure, happiness. That's what you're seeking. That's why you're experiencing the urge or the push to move forward into something new and leave comforts behind on a new path, on a new journey. I forgive myself. As I forgive myself, I leave behind all feelings of not being good enough, staying stuck, because this is what you know. You're not good enough to move to something else. And I'm free to love myself. Okay? So when you're in these obstacles here that you're going to face, treat it as a journey. Don't beat yourself up for leaving that warm comfort zone behind, because you're being pushed to do so. And in the end, it's going to serve you very well. So Capricorn, that's what I have for you for your cold moon clearing read. I'll be back pretty soon with, tomorrow I'll be doing a twin flame collective reading for the actual Gemini full moon. And I'll be back, of course, with second half love and separation.